In a world that seems more divided than ever, can we truly understand the complexities of the ongoing conflict in Palestine? Let's navigate through the intricate labyrinth of Palestine's history and current scenario. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a tale of two nations and one land, has been a persistent struggle since the mid-20th century, deeply rooted in political, territorial, and religious disputes. Fast forward to the present day. The situation in Palestine has escalated, with a recent surge of violence that has gripped the world's attention. The key players in this unfolding drama are the State of Israel and Palestine, backed by various international stakeholders. Israel, backed by certain Western powers, maintains a firm stance on securing its territories. On the flip side, Palestine, supported by numerous Arab nations, continues to fight for recognition and sovereignty. The international community, meanwhile, grapples with maintaining peace while juggling geopolitical interests. Amidst this, individuals like Representative Rashida Tlaib, the only Palestinian-American member of Congress, have raised their voices against the violence, calling for an end to what they term as apartheid and advocating for human rights. As the world watches, the situation continues to evolve with every passing day. In an age of digital communication, how does social media influence our understanding of the Palestine issue? Social media platforms have become a battleground for narratives and perspectives, shaping public opinion on global issues, including the Israel-Palestine conflict. Take, for instance, the case of a popular TikToker who attempted to explain the conflict using a fun, flirty analogy. The backlash she faced illuminated the dangers of oversimplification and the crucial need for nuanced understanding when discussing complex political issues. It's important to remember that social media is a tool, a platform for dialogue, and not a substitute for comprehensive research and critical thinking. It can amplify voices, bring light to overlooked perspectives, but it can also distort reality and breed misinformation. It's a double-edged sword that requires careful handling. In the end, social media is only as powerful as the people who use it. In the global arena, how are nations responding to the crisis in Palestine? This question has sparked a myriad of reactions, with a notable one coming from within the United States. Representative Rashida Tlaib, the only Palestinian American in Congress, has been unflinching in her call for an end to U.S. support for Israel. She cites human rights concerns and advocates for the dismantling of what she refers to as an apartheid system. This bold stance is not without controversy, yet it underscores a significant shift in the discourse surrounding the conflict. It signals an increasing willingness among international players to challenge long-standing narratives and to question the sustainability of the status quo. Yet, the complexities of international involvement in the conflict are far from straightforward. Each nation's response is influenced by a web of historical ties, geopolitical interests, and moral imperatives. It's a delicate balancing act, where every move can have far-reaching implications. Ultimately, the resolution of the conflict hinges on the actions of the international community. As the world watches, the steps taken today will shape the path towards peace or deepen the chasm of division. As the conflict continues, what does the future hold for Palestine? This is a question that reverberates across the globe, echoing in the halls of power and in the homes of those directly affected. The road forward is fraught with uncertainty, yet within this uncertainty lies the potential for change. The current situation in Palestine is a complex tapestry of political, social, and historical threads. These threads weave together a narrative of a nation in flux, caught in the throes of conflict yet yearning for peace. Several future scenarios emerge from this narrative, each dependent on a myriad of variables. One such scenario could see a renewed push for dialogue, negotiation, and mutual understanding between Palestine and Israel. This dialogue could be facilitated by international mediators, with the goal of achieving a peaceful resolution to the conflict. This path, while challenging, offers the hope of a future where coexistence is possible. Another scenario could involve the international community taking a more active role in advocating for human rights and justice. This could manifest in various ways, such as increased pressure on Israel to change its policies, or the provision of support to Palestine to help build a sustainable future. However, these scenarios are not guaranteed. They require commitment, courage, and the willingness to confront difficult truths. They demand the recognition of the humanity of the other and the rejection of violence as a tool for achieving political ends. The road ahead is uncertain, but hope remains for a peaceful resolution. In a conflict as complex as this, what can we learn? The situation in Palestine is intricate, multifaceted, and fraught with historical nuances. It's crucial to comprehend the many layers of this issue, rather than succumbing to oversimplified narratives. The role of social media in this context is double-edged. On one hand, it has democratized information dissemination, providing a platform for voices that might otherwise be muffled. On the other hand, it can oversimplify and sensationalize, causing harm when the complexities of such situations are disregarded. The international response, or sometimes the lack thereof, also plays a significant role in shaping the narrative and outcome of this conflict. The world's reactions can either help alleviate or exacerbate the situation, making it essential to critically evaluate global viewpoints and actions. Looking ahead, the road to resolution is long and winding. It's filled with diplomatic negotiations, policy changes, and most importantly, a need for empathy and understanding on all sides. Remember, understanding is the first step towards change. Let's keep the conversation going.